us. Now, today marks World Elephant Day. The annual event is dedicated to honoring the preservation and protection of the Earth's largest existing land mammal. The day was co-founded by Canadian conservationist and the Elephant Reintroduction Foundation of Thailand. Newzroom Afrika's Katlego Sekgoto is at the Johannesburg Zoo. She joins us now. Katlego, what exactly does this day mean?
A very good day. Indeed, we are here at the Johannesburg Zoo and we are celebrating World Elephant Day. Now, this day is about creating awareness and information around wild and captive elephants across the globe. Now, in terms of the statistics or the numbers, if you will, I mean, around 1930, there were about 10 million elephants roaming Africa. But now we're talking about statistics looking at about 415,000 elephants within Africa, as well as about 50,000 in Asia. And this day is really about looking at the challenges that the elephant population faces from, human expansion, development, infrastructure development, and obviously the agriculture sector taking up much of the space of the earth in terms of farming, therefore taking away the natural habitat of elephants. But I want to show you behind me just some of the elephants and what's happening here. The zookeepers feeding. So that's Lami, the elephant. She's a female elephant. Her name is Lami, and she's being fed leaves from the roost tree. She's next to Mabopane, also a female elephant as well. So really, it's just we've come out here to look at the elephants where Joburg Zoo is marking this day and really creating information and education around the elephant population. But I just want to come back in here and, engage with Mum Alice here, who is an animal keeper here at the zoo, just to expand on the day. Mum Alice, please tell us, what is so significant about World Elephant Day?
What is so significant about this day is because it's a day where we are telling people about conserving these species, because as you have said earlier, it has been millions and millions of them, and now the numbers are going down. Yes. So this day we are informing the public about conservation, the research projects that Johannesburg Zoo are involved with in these elephants and the keeping of them, because we know obviously there are elephants in other captive institutes where they are not being kept very well, the conditions are not favorable. Yeah. But here at the Johannesburg Zoo, we are priding ourselves to the excellent animal husbandry and doing as much as possible as we can for these huge giants. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And now, Mum Alice, in terms of the education of little kids, I mean, why is it important that we keep educating our children about these mammals, which we know are the largest living land mammals which exist on Earth?
The reason that we educate our kids with this elephant, we want them to know them and to love them, because if they grow a love of the animals from a very young age, we are preventing for them to become future poachers. Yes. So if you are in love with this animal, you grow with them, and then you understand them, and then you see them up close, which is especially children from the urban areas. They can come to the zoo and they can see them live here, they can see them up close. So it's very important, and they are enjoying very much. And we have like a program like the honey badger, which are the 7 to 13-year-old children, and we've got the teenagers as well, that they come into the zoo and they can come and work inside the elephant enclosure for a day, come and clean for them, and then they help the keepers to feed. So in that way they get to develop the love.
Yeah. Mum Alice, in terms of the poaching, we know illegal poaching is happening. Ivory trade is quite big, and the impact is that so many elephant lives are lost. What have you seen, what have you observed as it relates to poaching specifically?
What I have seen is like in the media, the way the elephants they've been poached, especially further they poach the mothers, and then the infants are left behind, and then they were to be hand raised. We are very fortunate that we do have elephant sanctuaries where the elephants, they're like in the Kruger National Park, where they will take these infants and then they will they will raise them. So it's very painful for these little ones that should grow without mothers. But the poachers, they don't care. The only thing that they're after is ivory. And this is our heritage. This is our animals. We love them, and we want to see them with their horns on. We love to see them roaming around. So it's so beautiful when you come into the zoo. You can actually be able to see them here at the Johannesburg Zoo.
Yeah. Now, Ma'am Alice, in terms of the numbers in South Africa, I know we have quite a healthy number of elephants here. Are we struggling with our numbers, or are we in a good space in terms of the population?
I think in terms of the population, we're in a good space because there is in the Kruger National Park that they are taking over the space of other animals. Yeah. So in terms of numbers, we are doing well, and then they are with these corridors that they are developing between their neighboring countries, that they can move into them to move far away from one place to another. I think we are doing well in numbers, although in the Kruger National Park and in other places that because I know that Kruger is the largest population of elephants, so we are doing well.
Thank you so much for that. I just want to show you again the elephants there being fed Lammy and Maponi there, the two female elephants. And as Ma'am Alice reflected there, we do have a healthy number of elephants, especially in the Kruger National Park. I think the numbers ranging at about 17,000 elephants there. But in Africa as a whole, about 415,000 elephants, and in Asia, about 50,000 elephants. So yes, that is the significance of a World Elephant Day. It is about creating awareness and information about these great mammals.